Hey guys, this is a movie review for The Sound of Freedom, or just Sound of Freedom. It's, yeah, this was one of the best movies I've seen, at least in the past year, maybe longer. I was just so moved by it. It really, really meant something to me. So I'm very happy I watched it, and I would recommend it to absolutely everyone. So I think they did a really good job of taking a very serious subject, which is the human trafficking of children, especially, and turning it into like kind of like an action movie. It had a lot of like suspense, like high suspense thriller stuff. And it is what made it even more meaningful is that it's based off of a true story. So there were, real children and a real main character here who went and did a lot of work to try and rescue some of the children. But this is like a really big issue with so many people. So it's like one man can't deal with the whole problem. So I love how this is like a very inspiring movie to try and get people to even talk about this subject, because that's one of the issues, is that it's like such an awful crime that people don't even bring it up. Like, you'll hear people talking about climate change, which does matter a lot, but people talk about that every day. You don't hear people bringing up human trafficking that often, and it's such a big deal. So for that reason, I love the movie. It does say like God's children are not for sale. So some of the criticism around this movie, I will say, like, the main character that it was based off of, the real guy, he is very right-leaning politically, and he does have, like a very churchy background. So I think that that's why some very left-leaning critics were very hard on this movie. But if you actually watch it, there wasn't any kind of a political tone. It's like for everyone. If you have a heart, this is really moving, very inspiring. And then also, I mean, he does, it does say like God's children, but it was only just like a couple of moments of being faith-based, and it was just kind of drawing attention to like what motivated him to do a lot of pretty dangerous things to try and save these kids. Like his faith helped him with that, and I didn't feel like it was overdone or overexpressed. Like, I grew up in a very left-leaning environment, and I'm kind of like allergic to too much churchy stuff, and I loved this movie. So I didn't feel like the director or the writer or whoever, was behind making this, tried to make something that was really political. It's the person who actually did this work. He has his own views, and I don't agree with his views, and I don't have that churchy of a background, but I still really, really respect the work that he was doing and how he's drawing attention to that. And I really think it shouldn't be like an issue for one side of the aisle. I think everyone should care about this. So I just felt like mentioning that because I was so moved by this that I wanted to look up more info about him, and I was wondering why it had these like weird political tones, because the movie didn't. And that's why. It's like his personal life. But this movie is absolutely incredible, so I'd definitely recommend it.